Justin Prentice, aka Bryce from 13 Reasons Why, has an idea what it's like to be one of the most hated characters on television. But the actor has played more roles than just that one Netflix character, as he's been in the biz for some time. Here are the other projects you might know him from. Interestingly, Justin Prentice didn't always want to be an actor. He told TV Insider, "When I was a wee little tyke, I wanted to be a paleontologist, which I feel like might have satisfied me. Something in law, maybe? There's a little bit of acting that comes into the courtroom. Or the medical field would have been fun." Perhaps Prentice's love of courtroom drama and the medical field drew him to series like Criminal Minds, NCIS, NCIS New Orleans, and CSI Cyber. Although Prentice guest starred in only one episode of each series, he was able to show off his acting talent early. And of course, they're not the only shows in which he's made appearances. In 2010, he played the mayor's son Brett in the first season of the sitcom Melissa and Joey.
Hi, according to this dorky name tag, I'm Brett. You must be... Bite me.
Prentice then went on to appear in a second season episode of The Middle, which he followed up with Nickelodeon's Victorious and iCarly, as well as a small role in ABC's Suburgatory. Prentice was able to secure a 2-episode role on the incredibly popular musical comedy drama Glee in 2015. While his role in the final season was relatively small, the show had a large audience and undoubtedly helped put the actor on the map. As Gleeks, the show's fans likely remember, Prentice played Becky's boyfriend Daryl.
I met a guy named Daryl, and now he's my boyfriend, and I'm madly in love.
Looking back on his role, Prentice told HuffPost, "It was awesome. I was honestly very honored to play the character." Although some questioned why Becky's boyfriend did not have Down syndrome like she did, Prentice defended his role. Glee is a great show in terms of tackling social issues. Lauren Potter is an absolute sweetheart and the coolest person to work with. They all were. It was fantastic. I was honored to play it. Again, with a lot of these social stigmas, they just don't need to be in place. Just by talking about them, we can often shatter them.
Guys, come on, you sit there and you try and tell me that Becky doesn't have the right to live a normal life just because she has Down syndrome? Well, I think that's flat out wrong.
If you're a fan of the Mindy Project, you'll likely remember the Season 4 episode Road Trip, where Danny leaves Mindy and their newborn behind to take care of some unfinished business with his dad. When their friend Morgan decides to tag along, Danny does everything he can to ditch him.
"Listen, buddy, I gotta take a slight detour for personal reasons and I gotta do it by myself, so I'll see you later."
Prentice played Eric in the episode, the teenage son that Danny had no idea he had until just before his trip. It's Eric's birthday, and he'd hoped to introduce Danny to his friends.
I just wanted my friends to see that I had a dad, especially Tyler. He's got 2 dads.
But it becomes obvious that Eric and Danny look nothing alike. In the end, Eric's mom admits that she lied, and Danny storms off. He ultimately thinks better of it and returns, even pretending to be Eric's father during the party. Prentice played an entirely different Bryce from 13 Reasons Why in the mature comedy Those Who Can't. You'd have a hard time recognizing him with his nose ring, full beard, and beanie though. After turning 18 and graduating from high school, his character revisits his former teacher Abby and, well, they hit it off.
Real world confessional. I always thought that if I was 15 years younger or you were 1 year older, maybe this could have been something.
Well, I am a year older now, Miss Logan.
Things go well at first, but eventually Abby decides she's too old for Bryce and breaks up with her younger lover. Unfortunately for him, it happens just after he gets her name, albeit misspelled, tattooed across his side. Prentice's role on Those Who Can is a big departure from his other more serious roles, which goes to demonstrate his range. As it happens, comedy is something he'd love to delve back into. The actor told Coveteur, "I would love to do a comedy in my free time if the opportunity arises. Just some good, lighthearted fun. I've done a few guest stars, and I did a series that was a comedy a few years ago. I love it." For 5 episodes of MTV's high school dramedy Awkward, Prentice played Tamara's crush, a wealthy young man named Patrick. Despite taking on many high school-specific roles, the actor admits that he never actually attended a regular high school. He told Pop Sugar, "Well, I was actually homeschooled because I was already acting. I wanted to blow through it all and graduate early so I could focus on my career, so yeah, it was really different from this." Although his experience wasn't exactly typical, Prentice still went through an unfortunately common aspect of high school. He told the publication, "That experience comes with its own adversities though, I suppose, being in the industry at such a young age. Although through sports teams and stuff growing up, there was bullying. Nevertheless, he's enjoying being able to relive his teen years. Over time, I'm slowly living out all of my high school experiences on camera. It's really fun. In 2017, Prentice appeared on the AMC series Preacher as Tyler, playing a prisoner in hell. The actor explained to Coveteur, "I love really interesting shows and really interesting characters, and Preacher has that in abundance." He also realizes his character on Preacher may feel a little familiar to fans of 13 Reasons Why. There are some similarities between Tyler and Bryce, so maybe for my next role I'll play a good guy. Prentice isn't the only one drawing similarities between Tyler and Bryce. In a review of the series, IndieWire wrote, "We're going to assume that Justin Prentice is actually playing his 13 Reasons Why character and that this is the logical end for Bryce." In fact, there's even a fan theory that Tyler and Bryce are one and the same person, due to the nature of the crimes both men committed.
No means no.
Well, they said yes to the date, didn't they?
Check out one of our newest videos right here. Plus, even more list videos about your favorite stars are coming soon. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell so you don't miss a single one.